We have a lot to do today, you guys. We have a lot to do. We have a ton to do. The Eg33 gets dropped off tomorrow, so we need to prepare things. A, around the garage to even make room for this engine. B, we need to keep going on wiring. C, we need to go up to the mod garage today, go powder coat some stuff, and pick up some parts. We got a lot to do, but I've made so much progress off camera on this car. You guys are gonna be like, what have you done to this car? It is pretty much just a bare roller at this point, and it kind of is, but let me show you guys and we'll get into like starting to work on this because I don't have a lot of time to be like talking today. So if you guys look in here, there's actually a lot less going on in here than there was before. The dash bars are removed. There's a lot of wiring that's been removed, and we're kind of just left with this at this point. So I'm gonna go on this and I'm just gonna time lapse me running through wiring. But to get the dash bar out, if anyone is curious, there's just a whole bunch of like pop clips that go on this thing that hold the wiring harness to it. There's 3 of these T40 like screws that hold the dash bar to the side of the door. It was a huge pain to try to get them out with the neon in here, but they just bolt up right there and then it just pulls right out. Dash bar is pretty simple to get out of there. Heater core is out also. I pray that nobody ever has to like swap out their heater core because that thing is absolutely awful to do. I've got to organize like all of these panels and everything like that. Yesterday I went through, I pulled out, these are your blind spot detection monitors, pulled out blind spot detection, TPMS. There's still more back there that I need to pull out, but we're making good progress on removing anything in this car that's no longer going to be used, which is quite a lot of stuff. So start stripping through some more wiring here and just get this out of the way. We are like significantly outgrowing this garage quicker than I was expecting. I just got everything like shoved up on the back rack back there. We're running out of room. Like quick. It'll be nice one day when we actually have like a decent shop space to work in, but for now, still working for us. It's just once we actually start getting things installed on the car and parts back on it, it'll clear up so much more room. But as you guys just saw in that quick time lapse, so I got the last of the airbag wiring out in the rear of the car. Got some O2 sensor wiring out of there and a couple other smaller stuff. Like the pile got like a little bit bigger, but not significantly bigger. Now we need to go up to the mod garage and get these parts taken care of, so that way we can reassemble, or we can assemble the Eg33 tomorrow. Well, we can start assembling it tomorrow when it gets here. So we have a decent amount of stuff to powder coat today. These are the cam gears. We need to get these knocked out. Timing belt bolt-on guy, it's where the timing belt bolts onto. Coolant crossover, bracket for the accessory belt. I may do this one. This is for the alternate. Actually, I'm not going to do that one because we're not going to be using that since we're relocating the alternator. Not going to worry about that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things knock out today. We'll go play around at the mod garage for a bit, sandblast some stuff, powder coat some stuff, and hopefully by the time we come back, our new oil pump is dropped off for this turd. Time warp space travel. We are now at the mod garage, so you guys already know the drill with this powder coating stuff. I need to sandblast all this stuff in the big cabinet behind me, then we'll go in the powder coating booth and start powder coating. I'm probably going to be going back and forth between this because sandblasting for like a couple hours at a time. I'm guesstimating this will probably take me about an hour to an hour and a half to sandblast all this stuff, and it just gets tiring after a while moving around that stupid hose trying to sandblast it all. So not gonna waste much. Like I said, we got a lot to do today, and I just got to get to work, so let's start sandblasting. So I've gotten the cam gears re-sandblasted. They just had some like surface rust accumulating on them, and they just needed to be re-sandblasted before we powder coated them. I got this timing piece. Well, this is what holds the tensioner for the timing belt. That guy is sandblasted. So to give you guys an idea like what they look like before and after, this is before sandblasting, which I still need to do this piece, and this is after. So it gets like all the rust, old paint, any old schmoo off of this. You just got to get it all off before you go to powder coat it. This piece is going to take a while. I've started going on this piece a little bit here and there. There is rust that has like worked its way into the material down there, but it shouldn't be an issue for us. One of the main reasons why I do want to do this is A, it is going to look better. B, it's going to protect the parts. Like if you guys remember, I did buy the motor from New Jersey. So they salt the roads up there. It's a 26-year-old car at this point. So it just gets all the schmoo, everything just gets rusty, but I'm gonna take a break from sandblasting. My hand is getting tired. Let's start off by powder coating both of the cam gears. Like I said, we're just using the same color that we did on the 05 STI. We'll get those powder coated. Well, we're gonna preheat them, get them powder coated, get them back in the oven, pull them out, let them cool. While they're cooling, we'll get back to sandblasting, but this gets tiring, you guys. Oven mitts, where did I put you? You're over there. Oh, I didn't even check this was put in the oven. What have I done? But I think we're good. 400. See you in 20 minutes. How the cam gear's looking. Not bad, not bad at all. This one started sweating in there, so it's got a little bit of staining on it. But like I said, cam gears, no one's gonna see the cam gears, so I'm not too concerned about it. I'm gonna do another coat on this one. It's not like you're gonna see any of these oil stains on it, but just knowing that they're there kind of bothers me. No one's gonna see the cam gears. It's whatevs. I mean, honestly, just the face of it doesn't look bad. The inside, we have full coverage, so I'm not too concerned. Why not? Even with the amount of sweating that I did on this thing, it still just wasn't enough to get all the oil out of it. Bummer. It's all right. We'll do another coat on you. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna pull these guys out. They look Gucci right there. Turn you off. Grab our oven mitts. So a small update for you guys outside of just being on the GoPro. One of the cam gears is cooling right now. Both of the brackets are cooling as well. I have the cam gear that decided to pee oil out of it. I resprayed that one, got it back in there as well with like a small bracket. Everything is sandblasted at this point, so we're just down to powder coating. The last thing that I have to powder coat is this coolant overflow, and then after everything's powder coated, we're gonna be using this it's like a clear coat for powder coat, just for a little bit of added protection, just because last time I did this on the 05 STI, those parts, they just got damaged relatively easily whenever something would scuff up against the powder coat. So that clear coat should make it like nice and durable and like pretty strong, so that way we're not running into any issues. But let's finish powder coat and get back down to the garage, because we got a lot more that we got to get done before this motor gets dropped off tomorrow. See you 20 minutes. So we just got the coolant crossover tube over in the oven in there, but check this out. So this is without any clear coat on them. They look good, they look bronze, they have like a matte finish to them, but up here, Jesus, that is glossy. That is just with a clear coat on them on like all three of these little guys right there. It'll definitely protect the powder coat a lot more, I can tell you that right now, but I am like impressed. I'm gonna start doing a clear coat on all this stuff from now on. So once that part comes out, we'll get it pulled out. We'll let it like cool down. We'll get these cam gears done, and then that should be everything that we're powder coating. So far it's been about like 4 hours doing this. Like powder coating, for me at least, takes a little while. Like we have one oven. I could definitely try to shove more stuff in the oven at a time and powder coat more all at once, but I'd rather take my time, get everything looking good and looking right. This skateboard.
The Ryan's for the sailors.
Woo! Still got it. So all of this stuff came out incredibly awesome. The coolant crossover is so glossy and good looking. It has like a nice flake in it as well. Same with the cam gears. Even though this cam gear decided to sweat out oil when I was heating it up, still came out pretty nice and smooth. Doing a second coat of powder definitely, can we focus on that? There we go. Doing a second coat of powder on this definitely helped to clear things up. It's not like anyone's ever going to see these cam gears, but it's good to have them done because since we didn't have any type of coating on them, they were just rusting as they were sitting in these bags inside of the garage. So pretty happy with the outcome on those. So now that we've got everything powder coated, good to go, ready for the engine tomorrow when it gets here. So that way Friday we can start assembling the long block, getting a lot of these accessories on the motor and starting to get it ready to go in the car. Then we can send it out to the fabricator. So hopefully our oil pump's been dropped off because this is something that I've been waiting on. I'm fairly excited to actually get. Like I said, I got the RCM 12mm modified oil pump. It's like the classiest looking oil pump that I found. So let's swing back down to the house, get all this stuff. Well, let's get all this stuff loaded up in the car, swing back down to the house, see if our oil pump's there. And then if we have time, we're gonna keep going on wiring tonight, just cause I'm trying to like knock out as much of that wiring as I can before the motor gets here. Cause I know as soon as the engine gets here, I'm gonna be so distracted that I just wanna keep working on that thing. Bro, traffic was awful. It was like straight up garbage coming back down to the house. It's like 9 o'clock right now. I got back like 25 minutes ago or something like that. UPS did drop off our oil pump, and I have to say, this is the fanciest oil pump I have ever seen. Check this thing out. So it's a Roger Clark Motorsport 12mm modified pump. You open it up, it's got like this nice little packaging with like all the seals, hardware, everything you need for the pump itself, and then you get the pump. Now these pumps are kind of cool because they are actually serialized. So this is serial number 1066. It's got the RCM logo right on it. This is essentially a EG pump, but it has the timing belt guide slots like I've talked about, one single crank position sensor. This will be more than enough for what we're doing with the Eg33, which I'm so excited shows up tomorrow. The finish on all of this stuff came out incredible. Also, we have like a nice glossy coat over everything. I really wanted to get this done, the cam gears done, the timing belt idler, all the timing components get dropped off on Friday. So that way we can get all of this installed on the car, which is why I wanted to get all this knocked out today. I just want to get everything prepared for the EG swap. I've got the engine stand ready back there, so as soon as we pick it up from FedEx tomorrow, we'll do an inspection and then we'll start going through this. We'll get the heads on the car, we'll get both heads on the motor obviously, get our new head gaskets in there, get everything set up. I am waiting on the half moon seals for these because I did forget to order them. We have an entire gasket kit right here ready to go for the engine, and then we also have the 1/2-inch head studs right back there. I really don't want to dig for them right now, but we have our 1/2-inch head studs back there. Everything is good to go at this point for this engine to show up tomorrow. Now, I really don't feel like continuing to do wiring tonight. It's just not something I want to do right now. So I'll pick back up on that tomorrow while I wait for the engine to get dropped off at the FedEx facility. It's being shipped via FedEx freight this time, so we're gonna have to go to the FedEx facility. The engine is on a pallet. It is palletized properly. There shouldn't be any damage to it. I called the facility today, and from my understanding, I don't know if I can open it on their property. So I think I'm gonna have to sign for it, bring it back here, film the unboxing just to make sure there's no damage to it. I highly doubt there's gonna be damage to it this time. But I don't think I can open up the engine on their property just because it is a giant like shipping freight yard. I'm gonna try to. If I can't and they're like, hey, you can't open it here, but if you have problems, like contact us. I don't know how it's gonna go. I'll find out tomorrow. But anyways, tomorrow's problem. That's all I got for you guys on this one. So it was mainly just running around doing errands today, getting a lot of this smaller stuff knocked out and waiting for this oil pump to get here because I'm super excited for this. Last night I did get those IAG half moon seals ordered, as well as a fluid amper crank pulley for the EG as well. So at this point, I think we have everything with the exception of spark plugs and coil packs knocked out for that long block, and oil pan, but our fabricator's making all that for us. But anyways, if you guys like the video, you know what, do go ahead and hit that like button, turn it black, blue, green, yellow, purple, silver, cyan, whatever color it turns for you. Color of the day, we're going to do forest green, like the heat tape that I used earlier. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit your boy up because the next video is going to be us working on the actual Eg33 long block. I cannot wait. I literally cannot wait. And with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies. Woo!